Well, I just landed in Memphis, flew over from Tulsa, and learning some systems on the airplane. I did pretty good on the coming in on the line, just one wheel off. Not bad. So we're going to look around the airplane a little bit, look at some of this detail that has been done on this beautiful bird, and some of the equipment. Here's the ground power unit. We got it hooked up. So it provides ground power when we're trying to get the airplane up and running, or we can use the APU on board. Of course, we have limited time of battery power, with nothing else running. We got to have some kind of generator going, either the ground unit or the APU, until we get the big engines fired. Then we can swap over to them. Uh, it has the ability to load cargo, weight, all that changes the dynamics of the airplane. So that's all pretty cool. We got the unloader system going here. I've already offloaded the aircraft. Didn't have much. I think I had two pallets in there, whatever you call them. I don't know the technical name for the loading pods. But anyway, big O engine out here. Get a little close up of the turbines. Nice. And here's fuel truck for when we're ready. I guess the standby loader there. They get need more than one. Interesting. What's cool is go back behind me here a little ways, and if you look at the wing is bowed down. This thing has adjustable wing flex. So when we're in the air, it actually flexes up, and then turbulence and all that. And that's an adjustable setting I can do to get max wing flex, or minimize it some. Here, if I can keep moving straight, we've got cooling units, heat and cool packs, supplying air forward and up here and aft. Back of our engine. Here's some detail of the landing gear, chalk blocks. These are all settable from the EFB. If I were to drop the flaps, there's all kinds of detail up inside here. It's really pretty awesome work. Back over here where we got fuel, I guess. No, this is a waste unit. You got to clean out the poopers. When I brought it in, I taxied in from over here and then made a left turn down this line. So you can see it's a pretty good lineup. Kind of hard to judge it from the cockpit. But this is all the room I had on my wing. Of course, I could never tell where my wing was. So, pretty tight quarters. Getting better at my parking. And we don't have any passengers for luggage, unless that's the pilots coming in getting their little bags. All kinds of neat stuff on this plane. And we can get into the cargo bay. I haven't really done a lot in there, if I can find my way in. We can't do anything with these steps, so I gotta go way back out here, turn around and try to jump in that airplane. I don't think it's gonna let me get in there. So what I'll do is just jump back to the cockpit, and then we'll squirrel around, take a look. So here is the cockpit itself. These seats don't work. There's nothing over here that really works. It's quite a beast. I've got to go back through the manuals again, because there's there's some quirks going on in operations where I don't understand it, how it works on a real one, so I've got to go in and read. At least I was able to navigate here, but there's a lot involved. So I just was able to get the thing started up through the checklist, and then I had generator issues, and then I found out that there's two buttons in there I got pressed that aren't supposed to be pressed. So, it's a long process. So we're going to have to kind of jump through this wall and do through this wall. And here we are in the cargo area. The manual talks about the real buttons that they use to open and close the doors, but there's nothing here. And what they do, all these little wheels, let them bring those pods in, and then they slide them back and lock them down. And that's how they move the cargo. I don't think we can do anything back here. We'll try. Let's see what's back here. Up, we'll go out the airplane, and we're nowhere land there. Well, I guess back through there would be the APU. There's no way out. There we go. So I'll get a little ways away and take a look at the big picture. It's a toughie to learn, that's for sure. A lot of trial and error. The manual's just enormous. I've only got just a tutorial flight that I've actually read through, but I've got a manual. It's like 1,000 pages. I mean, it goes through every system in detail. It's a booger, but well worth learning. Look, just an absolute pleasure to fly this thing. Learn all of its systems. It behaves just like a real one would, like the real thing. Excellent job that Flight Factor did. So impressed. Once I digest this thing. Oh, I did get my rudder pedals working. I got my USB set in. They're exactly like what I had before, just USB. Well, I got them going. A little bit of going in there with some software and getting them set to the proper settings to work. So anyway, all said and done, I got total control of this airplane. I love the textures and the detail, the reflections. It's really gorgeous. I really don't want to fly any other colors. I'm a freight hauler all the way. So it's got the ability to, I got passenger aircraft. We've got like the 767-200 ER and like 767-300 ER. This is a 767-200F. But anyway, on the passenger ones, there's you can do all the PA announcements and all that. And I was flying just one, goofing off, and I went and kind of did a pretty heavy descent, and then I hear the people back there scream. It was hilarious. And then when you come in and land, they all applaud and all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Well, I've got some reading to go do, so thanks again for watching.